Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is a no contact, low communication reading for the collective, for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. If you are not interested in knowing about your no contact person or your past, this reading is not going to be for you. So this is for somebody who's wondering, what is my person thinking and feeling? Where is this connection headed? What guidance does Spirit have for me during this period of no contact? So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. It's a fully channeled message. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Spirit, please share with me. I am listening for you now. I have unlocked the truths. Find the middle ground that creates a win-win situation. Okay, the key to this connection is something about the truths. Okay, I always believe that the truth comes out. That if you have been looking for evidence for something, if you have been wondering, did my person, were they being honest with me? Did they lie to me? What was the lie? Why did they lie? So it's really important that you're truthful, of course, in relationships, but we want to know that the person that we're with, when they do, even if it's something they're not proud of, they share with us what really happened. Because our imagination is worse than what the truth is usually. So let's see what they're saying. I have finding forever. Your path holds infinite possibilities. There's choices. This is a lasting. Chance is jumping out at me a little bit here. Like, can we take a chance? Would you be willing to take a chance? Big question mark with this person again. And only you can answer that. You may want to know what they're thinking and feeling, but you are not ready to bring them back into your energy. Let's get one more of these. I have fluttering heart. Your passion leads you to the love that you desire. And also this feeling of, is it destiny? Is it destiny that we're supposed to be together? For those of you that feel like this is a twin flame connection, a soulmate connection, those are really hard bonds to break. And you always have this feeling of, I feel like they're going to come back at any time. So I just want to, wait for them. But at some point you do have to decide, do I take a new path? Do I take a different path? If, the timing is just not happening. So maybe Spirit has something else, but let's see what the feelings are for this person. Spirit, what is it that you want us to know? What is our person thinking and feeling today? I have a moon. I have a 10 of Pentacles. I have a Lover's card. There's my soul connection. And I have a Page of Swords. This is coming into me as a little bit of, I'm almost afraid to call. And they could be just embarrassed. They could be ashamed. They could have regrets. And I feel like a child. I feel that, why can't I call the person that I've been in this relationship with, that I love, and they're holding back like a child would, like, I'm afraid to come out of my bedroom because my parents are mad at me still. So right now there's this feeling of, I don't know what you're going to say. I don't know what your response is. This person's probably throwing themselves into their work with this 10 of Pentacles. They're probably just focusing on their work, keeping their mind off of things, not really showing one way or another that anything has really changed. There might be people in their life that know nothing's going on. They might not even have expressed that there's something going on with this. And usually that would be a good thing, because that tells me that they don't want to announce that it's over to everybody, because they just are kind of assuming in the background we'll get back together. But if they are running around saying, I'm done, it's over, they have gone out into the world and announced it. So that they're going to have to take all that back if they do come back. But I like this soulmate energy, the Lover's card. I do feel our hearts are connected, Spirit just said, and I'm having a hard time disconnecting, even when I'm not with you. So they do feel the connection. I have a 7 of Cups. I have a Hierophant. And I have a 3 of Pentacles. Now, it did come into me. I don't really use the 3 of Pentacles as a third party situation, but it did come into me in this particular reading as interference, a choice, them realizing that there are other people out there. Of course, there's other people out there. So maybe that's where Spirit said the truth comes out. The Hierophant's coming into me as guilt. It is. It's not something that they normally would do. They're not usually a player. They aren't usually out, out to hurt people. So I do feel like they are just not happy with themselves and some of the choices that they've been making recently. That, you may not believe that, but deep down inside, I feel like they're kind of ashamed of some of the things that they've said. I have a 4 of Wands. And I have a Queen of Wands. This came into me as I always thought I was going to end up with you. Now, that could be you feeling that way or them feeling that way. I always thought that we would be together, like someday we will be together. And that could still be going on. There's sometimes that soul connection that you just have in your heart, that you just see this is the person you're supposed to be with, but for whatever reason, it's not right now. And we need a break from each other, or we need to put some distance between us and learn some new lessons. So, but it is a feeling of, I just always saw us being together. I always saw us ending up together somehow. I don't know how, but I just feel it in my heart that we're supposed to be together. And I know a lot of you do feel that way about your person. Let's see what some loving messages are. Please share with me, Spirit. I lost my way and was self-destructive. There's definitely a feeling of shame. There's definitely a feeling of I shouldn't have been doing that, whether they're drinking too much, drugs, partying, out with the wrong crowd, erratic behavior, Spirit just said. So it is a feeling of, I don't know, I just wasn't myself, or I just went overboard. I want to feel your touch. Absolutely. We always feel that. Like, I want to just hold you again. If I could just hold you again and make this all go away. Can I go back in time? They want to go back in time. You look happy without me. So they may be questioning that you're not missing them as much as they thought that you would miss them, but they're not talking to you to see how you're feeling. They're not talking to you to see that you're just putting on a front for everybody and you're trying to just get through your days. So they could think that you're happy without them. I messed up big time. I do feel that way. I do feel, unfortunately. So something happened. A little bit of the blank hit the fan, and now we're taking a break, and tough days. I didn't see your value and your true worth. Now, I always feel that somebody realizes your value when you're not with them, as opposed to when you're right in front of them. Like, why does it take a separation for them to see how good they have it? They didn't realize how good they had it good. And this feeling of, I didn't see it, is shocking to me always. It's always this feeling of, it takes a separation, and it takes me to feel a broken heart, and it takes me to feel this distance between us until I realize that I'm really missing you. I miss my friend. I miss talking to you. I miss that you care about me. I fear you've moved on. There's my fears. I don't want you to be with someone else right now. I wish you had never found out that secret. And that's what they said right from the beginning. The truth comes out. So what is the secret? what happened, and did they finally, spill their guts when you confronted them and said, just tell me the truth. I know the truth. So obviously it was confrontational, and obviously it didn't end well, Spirit's saying now. So somebody, or we have to meet in the middle. They're saying we have to just meet in the middle somehow. I have destruction, a tower moment. It was unexpected. So you really could have been caught off guard with some kind of event. And that, I think, is the worst. Like, you didn't see it coming. And, that could be something that you have to say to them. I just didn't see this kind of pain coming. I thought we were doing great. I thought that we were happy. And maybe you were really happy. But something created this tower moment. I'm so alone. I feel lost and I feel abandoned, and you look happy without me. I feel like saying, who are you kidding? I'm not happy. I miss you. I love you. Where are you? And I'm just struggling. Sometimes it's this like false impression of life just goes on, and people are really, really hurt by these events that happen, this destruction in a connection. I miss the romance. I miss the good times. I miss being with you. A little bit of I really miss the start of all of this. I think about you. I write to you, not so much about in a journal, but it was more of a feeling of, I can't tell you how many times I picked up the phone to go to text you and then like delete it. So I feel like this person is attempting to reach out, but then chickens out somehow. And they need to be a grown adult and just say what they need to say. I have balance. You kept me centered. You were my yin to my yang, something like that. So you kept me balanced, and I feel lost. And I feel like this person is really experiencing, I'm going to say, emotional heartache for the first time in a long time. The bottom of the deck, they said they have regret. So for whatever it's worth to you, bottom of the deck, I have a soulmate. It's almost a feeling of, I'm realizing now that you were or are my soulmate, and I may have lost you forever. I may have, just screwed this up somehow, and I don't know how to get you back. Just came in. I just don't know how to get you back. So something has to give. They had it good, Spirit. What do you need us to know? What do you want us to hear today? I have strength. A little bit of a hang in there. Okay, hang in there energy. I have a 9 of Cups. I want you to feel more emotionally secure. You're obviously not feeling emotionally secure, and they have done this to you somehow. I have a King of Wands. That came into me pretty clear, as you really are the only one that they want. They're really not wanting to be with somebody else for most of you. Some of you, obviously, that's not going to be. This is a general reading for everybody, reminder. But it did come into me as you really are the only one I want to be with physically. I'm not running around being with other people. I'm giving this connection a lot of thought, Spirit just said. So this person is taking this time not to just push you away and to get over you, but to give this connection, a deeper dive into what is going on here and what would make us happy, and how could we heal? How could we repair? What could I have done differently? What could we say to each other to make it better? So I feel like they're giving a lot of thought to what could we do? And then there's that offer coming in with that ace, almost the sense of, I do have something to offer you. And it could be a new start. It could be a feeling of, I want a new beginning with you and starting over. I have an Ace of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like between these two, I need to give you the energy and the time, and I need to tell you the truth. I really just feel like these aces are flying into you with an opportunity to talk, an opportunity to, I guess, clear the air. I could say it that way. So something along those lines. And a Two of Swords. I'm making up my mind. I really am making up my mind. I have a King of Wands, a Knight of Wands. I think it just keeps coming back to you. I feel that this is somebody who, we get mad, we get angry, we say things that we don't mean, but do we stop loving someone? So this could be somebody deciding between how much more time do I need to be alone? And then at the same time, they're thinking about, you're the person I really want. So after a while, the time that they need alone, they need less and less time because the longing, I'm longing for you is how I just felt. And I just feel that this person just thoughts just keep coming back and back to you. And that's when people start to question, like, is this really over? How can it be over if all I'm doing is thinking about this person? Because when it's over, you do stop thinking about somebody. You start to move on. You try to get them out of your mind. You're not just thinking about how do we fix things, or what could I have said differently, or what would we have to do differently? I have a Hanged Man. There's the patience. There's the waiting. They're making up their mind. Definitely. That is 100% for me. I have a Knight of Pentacles. This came into me as I'm planning my action. Like, here's a map. This is where I need to be. I almost a sense of like I'm looking at a calendar in my phone. I don't know how long you've been separated, but they could be counting the days. They could be saying, this has gone on for too long. It's been 3 days. It's been, 3 hours. It's been 3 months, whatever it is. But they could be just looking at the timeline in this and saying, this has just gone on for too long. This is ridiculous at this point. So especially if they're still thinking about you. Page of Wands. That came into me as, can we get the spark back? I want the spark, or even a sense of, I'll be so excited to see you again. And I hope you're excited to see me. Even, that first meeting when you're still kind of iffy. I just feel like you're both be happy to see each other. I really do. I feel like you will fall into each other's arms and just say, what have we done? Why are we doing this? I have a Nine of Wands. It's just too painful. It's just such a long road. And I do want to move forward. I do want to move forward. So this person is trying to come to a place in their mind where they're coming to talk and they are ready again. What is your intuition telling you? Here's my Fool. Your intuition is probably telling you that they're coming back. Your intuition is probably telling you that we're going to have a fresh start. We're going to, I feel 100% we're going to try again for many of you. It's just I don't want to walk away from this connection. There's just too much thinking about you. There's too many things that are coming into me in this reading that are saying, I felt regretful and I felt ashamed, and I guess I'm taking blame for some things, but I also want to meet you halfway. And Spirit's saying we'll know when we see each other again, or we hear each other's voice. It's almost like the distance is so great that until we hear the other person's voice again, or we see them in person, we look into their eyes. But when we see them again, we both will look at each other and we'll know which direction this is going. But I think it's going to be more of a we fall into each other's arms and realize that we still love each other energy. So let's see if they'll give me a timeline. I have August. These could be birthday months also. We had that Leo card earlier, that Strength card. I have 11, they're saying 11 to 12 months, but how about November, December, something like that, that's popping out at me. I have February and I have July. I'll put this with July, August. You guys could have a lot of energy. Maybe you started this relationship or you have anniversaries in those months. Maybe that's why they're popping out. And I have very soon. Ooh, I like very soon. I like very soon. This person's going to be reaching out to you. We're going to put this out into the universe. I'm going to ask Spirit to guide you both, but there's still a lot of love here. And whenever I feel like there's still a lot of love here, I always feel very hopeful that this love finds their way back to each other. So let's ask Spirit to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMammelonPsychicMedium.com.